Now you can hear me. Yo, 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 what's good? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are good. Um, it feels like it's been a while I've been live, but that's kind of not true. It was last week, so ignore me. Hey, K9. Hey, Lennox. Hey, Muller. Lennox, I got your DM. Don't worry about that. Just had a pretty busy day, so I might answer tomorrow. Hey, Suffocate. Yeah, it does feel like a long time. I don't understand why, to be completely honest, because it was literally last week that we did a feedback stream. So Winter, when you see this, your song somehow is not available. Ignore me, it is available. Just figured it out. There was an error on my side. Just gonna download everything real quick. Because I did not download it yet. When I'm seeing someone in the title minus 1.8 loofs already, I'm literally puking myself. Why so loud? You don't have to so loud. Does not need so loud. Here we just turn up the knob. Yeah, 100%. That's how it works nowadays. I can play right now because I can't stop listening to Flow State by Veer. Immorales, I see you. I don't know the song, but yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Veer, pretty great artist. Plan to record a reaction today on something, by the way, but I wasn't able to do it. So, actually, I never looked into the topic of loops before. Should I? No, you shouldn't. As soon as you start looking at loops, your production will get worse. That's kind of just how it happens. I don't know why, but people just tend to make their music louder then. And I don't 100% get why. It does not make all the sense. Why is my camera moving? It's on the stand. I think because people think that loud is better. And the big problem is that loofs is just perceived loudness. It's a measurement for perceived loudness. So it does not work. That's what I'm getting there. The problem is that as soon as people just by feeling is better. If the song sounds good, it sounds good. And if you compare it to a song that is loud enough for you, it should be good for your song. Yeah, Kenan, that's kind of the issue with loofs. I think, like, I'm okay. I'm not 100% deep into it, right? Like, I don't know everything about it, but to me, loofs feels like a scam. It feels like people need to have some kind of meter to measure everything. It's dB loofs. So loudness unit, blah. The only reason I look at loops is because I don't want my track to be quieter than others when I play it. And the DJ said, yes, I get it, but that's why you have a cue button and you can pre-listen to your song and you have a meter that says how loud the song is. You can turn it up and then your song is as loud enough as as loud as the others. The problem is if you push your song too loud, you're losing power. So if you compare it to loud songs, it does not mean your song is less powerful or anything. If your song is more quiet and you have to turn it up, it actually gets more powerful because you have more headroom and the drums hit you more like a truck. It's just a weird thing that people started to be like, okay, yeah, loud is good. It's kind of odd. Does not make sense. My 2 cents on that. Hey Jax, I miss you, brother. Putting that aside. Hold type bass music. Yeah, that's not loud, that's just clipping. It's not about loudness. I mean, yeah, making loud dubstep music is unique, but it's not about that. It's about the different sound variations. It's about the consistency. It's about the proper mixdown, and it's about the fun and experience of the genre. I would even take out the proper mixdown there, because there's a lot of music that is mixed down like ass and is amazing. Let me give you an example. Gonna shock my fans now. Exactly, Jax, 100%. So if we, like, there is this band called Portal, and I saw them live. And, like, that shit is fucking weird, but it's kind of dope. It sounds bad, you know? Like, it sounds like crap. But I actually want to make a song with them. You think so, Lukas? Why? I kind of like it. I can turn it off, though. That's kind of dope. But yeah, mixdown is just a freaking weird topic. Yeah, I don't know why, Lukas, but I think this looks actually better. Not yet, Jax. I want to do a reaction to it. But guys, folks, let's get into the feedback. First one is Shinka Evulsio, I think it's the new name. Solenoid. You don't hear this. Weird as texture. Ooh. Kind of interesting sound design. It's clipping a bit. Like it's a bit noisy there. It's a bit too loud. The loofs are too high. But sound design is amazing. Atmosphere is pretty cool. Song structure also a bit odd. Here's something more airy, like something more resonant as snare, like a resonant rim shot or something. Would be kind of cool, I think. Just to give it some extra sound. Because right now it just feels a bit... I think it feels a bit... the snare feels a bit dry, you know? Hey, no quit. Yeah, give it extra sound for extra sound, so your sound has some extra sound. I think that might be the way. Yeah, the snare also feels a bit too loud. I think it feels a bit out of place. Of course, Lennox. I really enjoyed the sound design though, and the weird, like, experimental fragments. It's awesome. Really unique. Here again, the snare is too dry. I think it needs more reverb. It kind of needs also a bit more of a nice texture to it. The snare just sounds too dry, just like a sample, you know? Imagine like a cooler. Part without the snare is dope. Actually pretty sick. Really experimental, really unique vibe and sound, and just a cool concept, I think. Now we got Lugish with Anyone Home. The mix sound was pretty okay, by the way. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay, I like that. I think the low end is too low. It sounds like it's an octave too low. Like this would sound better probably. It doesn't. Because there's a kick on the snare, anti. Yeah, the mix on this one is odd as hell. I don't know what happened to the mixdown, honestly. The mixdown is not beautiful. The low end is completely all over the place, like it's just completely blown out. If that would be cleaner, just cutting the low end and put a clean low end under it, it would be cool already. Kind of reminds me of the Control Freak breakbeat type things. It's experimental as hell, yeah, I get it, but you need something that streamlines it, I guess. I don't know how experimental Fruity Fastest on 100% on the master is. Kind of like the direction though. I think there's something cool hidden here. My wife is here. Hello. Hey Ronan. How you doing, wife? You good? Yeah, the low end is definitely massaging my ears here in the weirdest way possible. Ah, okay, got you. Thank you for letting me know. Love ya. Yeah, sound design is nice. Mix needs improvement by just making it a bit more streamlined, I guess. Like the direction, like the experimentation. Lugish experiments, always definitely something good. But there's room for improvement for sure. I also don't think the kick on the snare is important. It kind of takes away from the flow of it. But yeah, it still works. It's nice. And the mix sound itself is good. Like all the elements are loud enough and everything. It's just that the cleanliness is a bit drowned in the distortion. Now we got Lore with Submerse. Lore also really interesting project in my opinion. Cool texture already. Why you cannot? No, quit. Why you no can sending music? Kinda chill. So I think this section could use a bit more of a low-end layer actually, like a distorted. Like this, it sounds a bit soft. Also, what the hell is this aggressive high cut here? What is this there? Don't do this. This ruins the clarity of your mix all the time. Yo, Beat Raps, what's good? Okay. Oh, fuck, no, quit. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it was not like a problematic thing. Yeah, Winter, I get that. And that was when he realized that this is not the way he wanted to live. Doing like push-ups and shit, drinking healthy smoothies and stuff. Oh, no, quit, I'm sorry to hear that. Fingers crossed, all the best, man. Beat Raps, I think there's a link in the description on YouTube, hopefully. On Twitch, you can just put !feedback and then you're good. And then you can subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5 a month, so you get 4 times feedback for these $5, which is kind of a steal. And then you can get feedback on your music and hopefully improve your music with it. ES713, that's incredible to hear. This is pretty cool. I like that. Low end could be boosted a bit, I guess. High end could be boosted because the high end got cut out. Coda, yeah, definitely giving movie trailer vibes. Yeah, I like that. So this is not the Lore stuff I was expecting. Like Lore sometimes has a bit more of a powerful, like hybrid trappy vibe, but this still works. Yeah, it's not my music per se. I gotta say that. But it's still really well made, I think. I gotta say it though, it kinda gives me royalty-free YouTube type music. Right? Like this part. I like this melody here. Stoked to hear something, Dreaderim. Oh, that build-up is cool with the filtered drum loop. Please, Coda, please, let's get it. This part is actually sick. See ya, Kenan. Leave the stream open on mute. That helps me. Yeah, kinda awkward, but I kinda like it. Lower mid-range could also use some love, I guess. Just some saturation on the low end would be cool. Strings here are beautiful. See ya, Dreaderim. That was good. That was well made. That was pretty well made, I think. Production is nice. It could just be a bit louder and a bit more brave when it comes to effects. Like, just give it a bit more distortion, a bit more noise, a bit more edges. You know, right now it feels really streamlined, and that's why it gives me this royalty-free music type beat, because it's kind of perfect. Like, what you're doing here is just really well done, but there is not really something interesting in there, something that sets it apart. When you listen to, for example, NoQuid, the stuff he does is kind of really unique because he's kind of breaking rules that he understands, and that's kind of the next level here, I guess. I could give good advice on mix today because I think I caught a cold or something. Antivirus, get better ASAP, my man. Now you got Eosynth. I hope that's how you pronounce it. With A God for Pigs. Might be metal. Is metal. Snare needs another layer, like a distorted, more high-end layer for sure. Winter. Oh my god. The distortion on your guitar sounds a bit off. It's kind of cute, yeah. Like, your vocals sound exactly how I started screaming. It just sounds a bit whispery, like you're not really putting like the power in it, but I understand that it's really hard to do that. That one was cool. Yeah, your vocals definitely need more compression and maybe a bit of distortion on it. Also, give it some reverb. Just give it some love. Process the distortion more. Make it sit in the mix better. Right now, it really feels like the vocals are just sitting on top of everything. The vocals themselves, like the tone of the vocals is not bad at all, I think. It's mainly a production issue there. Same with the guitar. The guitar is really noisy, really harsh on the high end and stuff. And just needs to be... Yeah, just a bit more controlled. Right now, everything is a bit muddy, a bit noisy. Coda, best way to do it, 100%. Low end of the guitar is also pretty damn low, maybe too low. Pretty noisy here. But in general, this definitely has potential. Keep working on it. Keep on, yeah, just messing around with the sounds that you're creating, with the stuff you're doing. Try to tame everything a bit more. I think that's really important here because right now everything feels kind of overblown, kind of too loud, too noisy and stuff. And it loses power because of that. Like the powerful parts are not able to hit because there is no clean low end, for example, and stuff. And it all just turns into this, like it kind of sounds like you threw the whole song through a guitar amp, you know? And just cleaning that out is pretty important. I think less distortion on the individual guitar tracks would be important, and just having it fat and powerful by layering more than one guitar track. I don't know if you did that, but it's just really noisy. Still well made in my opinion. Like the writing is pretty cool. I like the patterns. I like the guitar patterns. I think the vocals have a lot of potential. It's just about fleshing out how to make the best out of it right now. Also turn down the volume of your vocals a tiny bit. And as I said, give it some love with effects to just make it sound better. I have two guitars, one left, one for right. Yeah, I got 6 guitar layers on my Metal Productions. 2 left, 2 right, 1 synth layer to support it, 1 clean low end layer, and 1 bass guitar layer. Is it 7? 6, 7? Dark Lestia Waffle, hello there. I feel any more than 3 is way overdoing it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not overdoing it. You need those many guitars to make it sound good. Got you guys. I love it. Beautiful. Normally you do 1 left, 1 right, 1 center, and 1 bass, but today's is just 1 center, 1 bass. So I disagree with that. You can disagree, but if you look at the best productions in metal out there, it's most of the time at least 4 guitar layers plus low end. But it really depends on the style you want to do as well. Like that's kind of the thing. The cleaner you want the guitar to be, the more layers you need. And if you want more harsh noisiness, you need less layers, kind of. They will just sound fuller if you do more layers. And you will have a lot more control if you split the low end as well. Now we got Tesseract Vox.
Imagine that there is a 4th physical dimension. In that case, we would generate a 4-dimensional hypercube, which is also called a tesseract. I cannot show you a tesseract because I and you...
Problem is the file is not named properly, so I don't know who sent this.
Vertices connected by lines.
Kind of like the vibe though, and the percussions are cool. Cool atmosphere, cool percussions. Definitely cool beat and stuff. I don't really know what this is, but it's kind of cool. Sounds cool. Cool vibe. Cool drums. Pretty nice. Well done. Now we got No Weak Sleep with NTE. Let's go. Indeed needs some little broomstick on it. Everything does. Everything does. That was pretty amazing. Holy shit. I love this. The kick is fantastic, Anti. What are you saying? Great production. Okay, Baxi, we got this. I'm your man for this. Yeah, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. Ooh, holy production, man. Oh, the perks. That's sick. That's a 10 out of 10 track here. That is absolutely fantastic. Arrangement, musicality, sound design, production quality. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Works like a charm. Really, really good. Really, really damn good. No Weak Sleep. That was fantastic. Now I got Squirrely with 120326. I hope that's not the intro of the song. Nice drum pattern though. Got you. Oh, that is slow. Drums kind of sound really, really dry and out of place somehow. This this part works better. Yeah, maybe it's the transient, yeah. I really like the atmosphere here. Anti, thank you for the plug. So I think in general it works. I like this. I don't like the slow BPM, that's kind of ass, but the normal tempo, right? This works. It definitely needs something in the lower mids. Like, it needs more power here, and the low end could be boosted. Low end could be boosted a bit. Choir and everything seems to be a bit loud. Like, everything is drowning in the choir. Somehow the quote-unquote intro works better. It's kind of dope. Yeah. I think the atmosphere is kind of overpowering everything. It's kind of overpowering everything. There is cool stuff happening in here, as I said. The drums might need some rework. Transient is a bit too crazy. Maybe they are a bit too loud in comparison to everything else, nonetheless. I'm not sure if you sidechained here, but it sounds like it. It feels like it's not making enough room, though. And it feels like the atmosphere is not sidechained, right? That might also be an issue and just destroy the flow a bit. I think this part here works best, probably. But the basses should be more in the focus. The atmosphere is just overpowering everything. Nonetheless, really, really cool direction, really cool idea, I think. There is a lot of potential to make something really nice out of this. And I got Ronan with Ashes to Ashes.
I shall grind beneath my heel all that is.
I like the intro.
Ashes to ashes.
Bass sound is way too loud and the drums are not loud enough. Just the balance of it. It's kind of funny. I think once this is balanced, it sounds pretty good. Let me just pull up something real quick. What's the BPM? It's not 120, right? Is it? It is. Let's try some different drums here. I'm kind of curious how it will sound with other drums right now. Something like this. Whoops. Hey, No Week Sleep, I listened to yours already. It was incredible.
I shall grind beneath my heel.
There we go.
To dust. Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, that's with yours. Like, I think you get the difference. Like, your drums sound way too blown out. Like, they just sound destroyed somehow. And I think it's because you're pushing it too much, or because your drums are actually trash that you're using. And your basses seem too loud. I think turning down your basses like 3 dB or something to give your drums more room to actually smack through would be really, really important. Because the thing is that when you think about drums, they have to be the loudest thing in your song. Like, the drums have to be the loudest. I know it's called bass music, so people think, okay, we have to make the bass sounds as loud as possible, but it's all about the drums. The drums need to have the most impact. So that might be something to look at. I like your sound design. I like the patterns and the production stuff. Definitely work on the drums though. Try to make them less distorted. Try to make them more focused, and give your basses. Drum drive the song without it song lags. Yeah, 100% Quebecy. So give the drums more room by dialing down the basses, and give the basses enough room by having really short and really nice snappy drums, right? And enough low end on it, not over processed and stuff. I think that might be an important step for you right now. Still, I like what you're doing, and the improvement is pretty cool. Now we got Suffocate with still dialing in the tone. Rage quit, you're going back to rhythm. Yeah, tone needs more riffs for sure. High end is a bit hard. I like the riff though. Oh, nice, Suffocate. That's awesome. Yeah, the guitar sounds a bit shabby here. Like it just sounds a bit messy, a bit too noisy and distorted here and there. I think the tone is just kind of getting all over the place. Here it sounds dope though. Love the tone of the snare. Keep working on it, man. Try to just make it a bit less harsh for the ears, and you're good to go, I think. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Now I got a Winter, and I like the drums, like, in general. They're pretty nice. Really good drums. Now we got a Winter with, I don't know, I just work here. Great. Same. Literally same. Snare's a bit too loud. Sound design is so crazy though. High end, maybe a bit harsh. Winter coming in with the craziest stuff again. Holy shit. What a great transition as well. Yeah, transient on the snare is a bit too loud. Be a bit dialed down a bit. Yeah. That was pretty sick. Pretty amazing. Crazy sound design, crazy synthesis, granular synthesis type stuff. The atmosphere is great. Love the vocal sample that you choose. Really cool. One of my favorites of yours so far, I think. Really dope. Now we got Lashwitz with Check It. I will check it. That's why you sent it. Come on. Yeah, just the high end and the transient, I think. High end also too harsh. Woo! Oh, yes. Yeah, that's dope, man. Nice tone there. Oh yeah, I like that. I think the clap for the intro is completely fine, no quit. I think the build-up needs some low end, at least like some sub-bass riser or something. Something more mid-range, because right now the build-up is just like high end. That's a bit annoying for me. Yeah, for the drop, I would layer in some rim shot or something. Just a little perk thing. If we, I don't know. Like a something like just a little. Yeah. Just for the drop, you know? Gives it some nice more variation as well. I like that. Crazy good melody as well, like crazy good songwriting, just really just dial down the high end. The high end is pretty harsh on the ears, but this is really how do you call it? There's a word in German for it. It's really catchy. That's an easy one. Big up, Slush. Look at Lennox with the Akamanto. Akamanto. Eingängig is the German word, no quit. Eingängig. Makes pretty dope. I love the toad sound. Yeah, the 80s horror aesthetic from Lennox is just fire. Almost the same in Hungary, yes. Not too sure about this melody. It's kind of weird. I kind of like that it's weird, but I don't like the melody per se. Just feels a bit childish. I don't know. I would love more of the lower synths throughout the song, honestly. Like in the outro and midro like these. I think that is really strong, has a lot of character. It's a cool thing, Mixdown works, sounds pretty good. Not my favorite of yours. I think I like your more experimental stuff better. It's still well made, you know, like don't get me wrong, like your stuff is on a good level, and this just sounds pretty good and well done. Also the distortion on it is better now. I think you improved that a lot. So pretty damn cool. Thank you for submitting again. Guys, that was today's feedback stream. That was the stream today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun for sure. I wish you all a great day, a great week, and I see you next Monday, latest. I might go live on Thursday night, playing some video games, not sure yet. Will be like pretty spontaneous, but you will know on the Discord and on YouTube and on Twitch. So have a good one, love you all, and see you next time. Peace.